excited about Metro Theology because it's brought renewed life and charisma back into our parish and back into our city. By design, Metro Theology is the church, the city, and good. This is where the church aligns its assets with the challenges and assets of its local context, its local city, in this case, Huntington, West Virginia, and then develops new ministries to support the challenges within that context. Here, those challenges happen to be many. Due to several decades of decline in Huntington, we had a severe economic decline, which led to depression and welfare, blight, homelessness, and the ripple effect of all of those things. Now, there are 4 specific steps to Metro Theology. The first one being to take a closer look at your parish, define the assets, discern what are some of the traditional and, more importantly, perhaps some unused or non-traditional resources within your parish. Perhaps it's an unused building. Perhaps it's your members. Perhaps it's your members' context, local business, the Chamber of Commerce, or other nonprofits and churches. Step 2 is to take a closer look of your local context, your immediate area, your neighborhood, your city. Take a look and discern more closely what are the challenges faced in that immediate context. What are some of the assets within your city that you might be able to align or partner with? Step 3 is to align the two, both your parish and the city, developing new ministries to support the city, given its resources, your parish resources, and to bring the good of Jesus Christ and to bring forth new energy, new ministries to support those challenges in that local context. And step 4, finally, but certainly not the least, take a closer look and theologically reflect upon the process that you've already begun. Where do you see the work of Jesus Christ in your new ministry supporting the local context? Is it possible that you're seeing a renewal, perhaps a resurrection? Is it possible there's been some transformation that we call baptism in the Christian church? Now, in this first part, I want to take just a minute, step back, and take a look at our parish, Trinity Episcopal Church. I came here in 2012. We had, unfortunately, like many mainline Christian denominations, we had been in decades-long decline. We were a flagship church in the 1970s with approaching 800 on a Sunday, 3,000 in membership. But unfortunately, due to both local economic decline, mainstream Christian denomination decline, and other, we had dwindled down to, when I came here in 2012, to less than 100 on a Sunday and just a couple of hundred in membership. But this church wanted to realign itself and bring new energy. The bishop called me in. So the first step that we took, we brought in a third-party consultant called Holy Cow Consulting. Holy Cow does a wonderful job consulting with churches throughout the United States, literally hundreds of parishes throughout the United States. Holy Cow did a wonderful job developing a 100-plus questionnaire that nearly 80% of our parishioners took in this survey. We received answers that we assumed. We received a lot of responses that we did not. We assumed that our parishioners would absolutely adore our long historical traditions, our right one and right to worship every Sunday. They love our community. Our membership loves who we are. Like many Episcopal parishes, we're well-to-do. We're well-educated. We live in the same neighborhoods. We're Caucasian, and we're traditional. But they were wanting to change. They were wanting to not absolve or go away or move away from any of these traditions, but build upon them. They wanted to invite new kinds of people. They wanted to invite people outside of the Caucasian race. They wanted to explore new traditions. But change is not easy. Change is one of the things that we found in this survey that they really don't do here. And we're not unlike a lot of Episcopal parishes. We like who we've been, who we are, and it's very difficult to deviate from that. But this church did. Taking this survey forward, they realized we need to develop new worship styles. Yes, to include our traditional right one and right two, but to go outside of that box, to worship not only on Sunday, but outside of Sunday, to worship not only inside the church building, but outside the church building, to rely less and exclusively on the priest, but to share the love of Jesus Christ and the leadership, mind you, the leadership with the lay leadership here, and to also go outside of our church and leadership. I'd say probably a good 30% of those in leadership expanding with new worship, new outreach ministries are actually members of other churches in Huntington. We've collaborated and partnered with many outside of our traditional Episcopal church. But I want to share more details about this change, this new concept of metro theology and how it's specifically affected us in the next stage, in the next step.